I'm going to ask you a series of control questions. Are you currently sitting down?
I'm sitting on the bones of my arms.
Are you in any pain?
My heart bleeds.
Are you human?
Are you a cyborg?
Are you aware of any incidents in your neighborhood?
Any incident, I would add an N. I'm aware of many incidents.
Let's start with the baby oil incident.
Oh, how interesting. I gather you're aware too. You prompted me. Someone has phoned you. All right. I will start the story you asked me to tell. The baby oil incident was product of an elderly couple who moved into the neighbourhood and who looked too normal. I didn't trust their facade. I was with somebody and said, you see those two people? They look like two regular normal citizens. I said, look at the place where I live. I said, it looks like a scene from American Beauty. White picket fences, white pristine walls and green roofs. I said, this is all very Stephen King. I said, I guarantee you, within a few months, I'm going to have a tale to tell. I was told I was crazy and my imagination was too wild. It turns out this elderly couple had a baby many years ago that has now grown up to be a man. I was sitting in my flat with a friend. We were on the PC and I smelled baby oil. It's a comforting smell if one is thinking of an innocent little baby. It can also be a very disconcerting smell if one knows there is no baby in the neighbourhood. I said to my friend, I smell it distinctly. He said, I was imagining it. I then heard a knock at the door and I thought perhaps there's a woman there wearing some sort of perfume. Perhaps there's a man there wearing some sort of aftershave that has a baby smell. Baby oil smell. I opened the door after hearing the knocking, and there stood this child of the elderly couple, mama man, but still holding baby oil in his hand. A towel over the one shoulder and a pair of boxer shorts. The hand without the baby oil held a cup of coffee that was shaking and jumping so much. I then realized he was on substances. He asked if he could come in. My spirit was very uneasy. I asked what he wanted. He said he just wanted to chat and finish drinking his coffee. I said he'd better come in and sit down in case he spilled it. It was like a storm in a coffee cup. He came inside and he sat down on the couch very brazenly, which I did not like. But his face looked nervous. He then said to me that he had two girls coming in from Durban, which is the city 15 minutes drive from here, and they were all going to make a porn film. They needed a second male. Would I be interested? I burst out laughing and said, "You got to be kidding, right?" He said no, placed the baby oil on the table, put the towel down on my couch and said, "Did I mind if you got it ready?" I said, "Yes, I mind very much." He then looked like a dog with its tail between its legs, but proceeded to tell me about what's planned for the evening. I have a black cat. You can hear my voice. It's howling outside the door. Now I'll continue with my story. Then he asked if I would partake in the sex act and if I would be prepared to use an object and take it from the other side, as he had never experienced this and wanted to know if I had. I said I wouldn't be taking anything from any side, and I would prefer it if he kindly got outside. I gesticulated and showed him the door. He then had a sip of his coffee. He took his coffee with him and walked out like a dog with its tail between its legs, but still asking me to reconsider the offer because they needed the second male badly. I would get paid very well, but I had to take it from the other side. So I finally said, "Mate, get to the far side."